If a guy slept with another guy, would that be a deal breaker for you?
Hey, yo, what in the Diddy? The Diddy is going on over here.
Have you ever slept with a guy, hypocrite? Have you?
Yeah, but not with somebody of the same sex.
So what? You still slept with a man, and he slept with a man. Why would that be a deal breaker, hypocrite?
Because one involves homosexuality and the other doesn't. Andrew,
Well, wait
you're
a second.
better than
Wait.
this. Come
Wait.
on.
Are they both sleeping with men?
Weak argument.
Are they both sleeping
You
with
can do
men?
better.
I'll refute it.
One has to do with homosexuality,
So?
which doesn't align with Christian values.
That wasn't my question. My question had nothing to do
Having a high body count don't align with Christian values as well.
with Christian values. My question was, would you ever date a guy who slept with a guy? Answer is no. Okay, but he's expected to sleep with you who slept with another guy. It's like, okay, that would be hypocrisy. Tell me how it wouldn't be.
Because she probably wants men who are attracted to women.
They could still be attracted to women.
She would. Okay. Are they?
Only attracted to women.
Yeah.
Great. So what? So we could reduce anything that way, in fact. We could just endlessly make reductions.
Sure, but you should probably. Can you give a better?
Why do I
more
need to give a-
closely aligned argument?
As soon as you give a logical refutation of the first argument.
But you were the initial person arguing.
Nope, she was. She said it's a hypocrisy. I gave a counterexample of hypocrisy. You have refuted not my example of hypocrisy.
You're just not accepting that it's a false equivalency.
What's false about the equivalency?
One involves homosexuality, the other does not.
Oh, okay. So anytime that you make an analogy between two things which are hypocrisy, you agree they're always going to be different, right?
Here I come. Oh, here I come.
Well,
Hang on. You agree with me that anything you compare to anything else is always going to be different than the thing you're comparing it to?
I think you can compare things that are a little bit more closely
Not my
aligned.
question. You're evading.
No, I don't.
Is every instance of hypocrisy is going to be different than another? So anytime you say you're a hypocrite, no, you're a hypocrite, you both have done hypocritical things that are not the same thing.
He cooking right
So-
now. He's cooking.
Really don't know where you're...
She's fighting it. She can't fight. You trying to fight it, but it's not working. Every time she's trying to think of a thought, not working.
I think you do know.
No.
But okay.
but in
No.
this case, like, I feel like we're like, why would you not sleep with a man who slept with another man? Is it because it's because of the homosexuality, right?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
talking
okay,
about
okay,
biblical-
great.
I'm
If you
talking
weren't a
about
Christian, would
biblical
you?
believing. What's that?
If you weren't a Christian, would you sleep with a guy who slept with a guy? Yeah,
Gotcha.
probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but
So-
it's still about the homosexuality.
Oh, wait.
Oops.
The entailment of the homosexuality here would be it's sinful. If you're a secularist, you can't say it's sinful, right? There's nothing-
Well, I
you would
mean,
just say it's gross. It's
Yeah,
gross.
okay, sure.
Say it's
If-
not
if
your
that's
thing.
what you think.
So there's nothing wrong with having the preference of it's gross, even if you've done the exact same thing.
There's nothing wrong with having the preference of thinking
I
something's
agree.
gross.
So her saying this is hypocrisy, great. This is hypocrisy too.
Well, she can also choose to reject him based on his past.
Correct.
Exactly. So he using their own arguments against them, and they realizing that it's not working. Like it's their logic against their logic, and they're like, God damn! Every time they're trying to think.
Same. Even
Like-
if she had the exact same equivalency.
Like I would do it if the compatibility was there enough, but I don't necessarily want to date somebody with kids. You know what I mean? Even though I have them,
What is going on here?
I get it.
How many kids?
Hypocrite.
That's what I'm saying. It's hypocritical.
You wouldn't date a guy who has kids?
I would if we were like super compatible, but it's not going to be the top of my list.
What does that mean? Why would you date a guy that you're not compatible with? Like what would be the point of that? When women say, I'll submit, but I'll submit to the right man. I'm like, why on earth would you be with the wrong man? Like, what would entail you to do that? Why was that a genius idea?
Hypocrisy.
Exactly. Like I'm owning it though.
That's good.
It's actually fine. Like it's fine to entertain hypocrisy when it comes to dating preferences. I have no idea why it wouldn't be. Like I'll give you a million more examples, right? You probably would prefer to have men who are taller than you,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not requiring like 6 foot or anything.
but you would probably like it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you reject a guy based on the fact that he wasn't taller than you?
Not always.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
What if he was like really heinously ugly?
No, I think there should be some physical attraction. Not,
there has to be-
It doesn't have to be like head over heels instantly, but I think there definitely needs to be some sort of
So you can think of probably all kinds of preferences and traits that you would like, right, to have in the other partner, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's back up and take kind of a bird's eye view. When you're talking about an argument from hypocrisy, the reason that it's fallacious to begin with, like, oh, you're a hypocrite, you should do this preferential thing that I like, is because it actually doesn't make any sense. Because whatever standard you're holding them to, you could easily be held to the exact same standard back, and you would likely be a hypocrite when it came to dating. Like, for instance, you would probably think a guy who has brown eyes, it's okay for him to reject a girl who has brown eyes. Is that hypocrisy?
No.
Why?
It is hypocrisy.
Why not? Why not?
They have a right
Brain is done. Her brain is done. She can't even think.
to choose what
They
they
have a
want.
right. They have a right to choose based on their preferences, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if they both have the same body count, why can't he just still say no? It's too high.
I don't know. I think that's a different level of standards that people hold to each other. Like, I guess what my take is, it's just a lot of people overlook the forgiveness aspect. And I'm not saying that if you don't want to make that choice to be with that person because of their past, like, I'm not saying that that's not okay.
God gives us the opportunity to be born again and be new people. And, if you've been living a new life, you let your old self die. I think everybody should deserve, another chance. Nobody's perfect. We all struggle with different things. And like I said, I think we all have an opportunity to let our old selves die and be a new person.
I mean, Christians understand the forgiveness aspect, right?
Yeah, but not everybody has a perfect past. A lot of people were raised with traumatic life events where
Who cares? That ain't got nothing to do. I hate when people say that. Just because you went through something don't mean somebody else have to deal with it. Because whatever you went through, let's give an example. If I was taken advantage of or I had bad parents that didn't treat me right and I just want to knock somebody upside the head, I cannot just go to another chick and be like, all right, bet. It's because what I went through when I was a child. I had a lot of trauma, so this is why you're going down these flights of stairs. Boom! See you at the funeral.
Sure.
They didn't have both parents in the household. They didn't know, what being loved by both parents was, or, grew up with a bad past.
Yeah, I agree with all that.
Yeah.
But I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I
think it's probably in reference to the episode that I was on where the girl became a Christian, and then Brian's kind of late now. I think that's probably less of the Christian.
He was probably. So if it came to this idea of sexual dynamics, then yeah, it's becoming a Christian's not going to erase your sexual history.
I think pretty much only Christians will be the ones, if they hold that view, that would kind of be forgiving of it.
Oh, they'll forgive it. That doesn't mean that they're gonna. That doesn't mean that they're gonna, put a ring on it, though.
Right.
It's so this just comes down to preferences, right? So it's like this idea is okay. Let us assume for a moment you have a man. He converts around the same time you do. Let's assume inside the hypothetical that both of you slept with 1,000 people. Okay. Not saying you have, of course not. I'm just saying in the hypothetical, we're just assuming this, right? Doesn't even have to be you. Just woman, man. Both of them slept with 1,000 guys or people.
Hey, yo.
They converted at the exact same time. They meet each other. They like each other. They both find out that the other one has slept with 1,000 people. It's a deal breaker for the guy, not for the girl. Says, well, wait a second. You slept with 1,000 too. He says, yeah, but I don't care. I still don't want to date you based on the fact that you have. I still don't actually see a problem with that. I can't figure out what the actual issue with that would be.
If on your wedding night, you found out that your fiance that's about to be a wife had 1,000 bodies, and then on that same wedding night, she found that you had 1,000 bodies, she would still want to go through with that marriage. Even if she feels some type of way, like, oh, damn, whatever. Because you have to provide far more value than that. Now, if you find out that she did that wedding, at minimum, if you have any lack of masculinity, any lack of morals inside of you, at minimum, that wedding is postponed. At minimum.
I mean, yeah, I guess everybody has their own preferences, but yeah, I don't think it would be okay if both people have similar dark past and one person's like, no, I don't. It's okay that I did it, but it's not okay that you did it.
Well, no. Well, you're both starting from the same slate, though. So you both have been forgiven for the sins, right? So, and you're both pursuing Christianity, Christian ethics, right?
I don't know. I think that's a different level of standards that people hold to each other. Like, I guess what my take is, it's just a lot of people overlook the forgiveness aspect. And I'm not saying that if you don't want to make that choice to be with that person because of their past, like, I'm not saying that that's not okay, but, you know, I just think that...
Do you think that people who have had children, have SA children, can be forgiven? I mean, they can be forgiven, right?
They can be forgiven, yeah.
You gonna let them watch your kids?
No.
No.
Nah, he cooking. Nah, this guy's cooking. It's over. She can't even hear you. That is so true. If a guy did some things with children, if a guy did that, and you forgive him, in the eyes of God or whatever, you could be a Christian, you could forgive him, but you would not let that person watch your kids. Why not? You forgave him. Why not just let him do it? Because what she was trying to say is that the man didn't really forgive the woman for her bodies because he wouldn't take her in. Well, all right, if that's the case, then when you forgive the guy that was doing whatever he was doing with children, let him watch your kids. Let's see how that one works out, Sally.
Got him. We fucking got him.